So once the sample is collected, there's a standard way of packaging that sample, which we refer to as triple packaging. Triple packaging in the sense that there will be a container that will contain the sample, and then there will be a secondary container and a third outer container. That is just precautionary measures to make sure nothing can escape from the sample into the environment. And then after that triple packaging, then a number of samples, depending on how many samples you have to deliver, will be now packaged into a cooler box with ice packing. Okay? So to make sure that the sample is integrity is maintained throughout the transit from where the sample is coming from up to the lab. Okay? So when it comes to the lab, what we receive is the cooler box with triple packaged samples inside and preserved using ice for temperature controls. Okay? And that is the cooler box that we normally receive in the lab. So the first step you do in the lab is to decontaminate that cooler box. So the cooler box itself has to be decontaminated. Okay? And then once it is decontaminated, using the decontaminants that we use in the lab, which must be effective against virus and envelope viruses. So you open the cooler box and then you remove the samples. Once you remove those samples, remember they are triple packaged. So you will remove one sample by one. And once you get to the final tube, okay, there's another final step of decontaminating that using bleach. Bleach is one of the most effective ones. So you'll decontaminate again, okay, and then you will assemble your samples inside that hood, the biosafety cabinet, as you prepare now to sample them for analysis. So I'll come and place them over here, like that. So it will pick them all the way. I'll just close that, and that's the end of my work. So those samples go in, and then the pipetting goes on. The process, it's 3 hours. Within 3 hours, that result will be out. But after you have those 94, if they have passed to the processing module, now it is continuous loading. Inside there, it has capacity to hold 300 samples just waiting. The first batch of samples it can take is a maximum of 94, plus 2 controls, which is 96. That is the first batch of samples. Once that first batch of samples has gone into processing, the machine you can continuously load other machines, so other samples. So the limitation is the number of working hours you want to work. It moves in 3 stages. The stage 1 is for just picking the samples and putting them into the processing plates. And then the stage 2 is actual extraction, what we call extraction. You want to extract the cells and get the RNA, that is the viral RNA, from the cells. And then after that, you have a reagent called a master mix that usually is mixed with that RNA. It's able to identify whether the RNA you have is the one that you are targeting. Yes. And then after that, there is a third process of amplification and detection. That is where now you are able to detect whether in this sample was there COVID or not.
With such facilities, Kenya is now overcoming a major bottleneck in mass testing for coronavirus, despite the many challenges that the country is facing in containing the COVID-19. Joel Chacha, Switch TV, Nairobi.